Guys, you won't believe what I found. Check.
So,
Check.
what happened?
Man.
Yeah, my brother.
The man up, Andy. The very sharp. True. Still have that video at 8:35. No?
Then when I can't identify it,
Velvet Blair, that's
what's better?
Hey, before patience, yeah.
I do no money face.
Face.
Now I need
Yeah. So, we actually might have bigger problems. So, I've been making decent research on the Ford ST solenoid and, just to be articulate and all that, right? So, okay, never mind. This is like previous episode stuff, right? So yeah, I was doing that and don't mind this as well. So the solenoid, right, guys, it's a bit tricky because right, let's head into the workshop, guys. Yes sir. Light on, buddy. Light on. Let me show you what we've been doing what I've been doing so far since I'm a one-man team. Check. Yeah, so yep. This is all your body's been up to. Like, check, this is the solenoid. This is like a bunch of other things, right? But basically, yeah, so essentially what is happening with the solenoid, right, is that so we need to test if like air is able to go through it, like it's able to keep pressure, release pressure, and we need to test it in two states, right? So there's an off state, then there's an active state, right? So the off state is where there's no electrical current flowing through the solenoid. So we're gonna first have to like test it with a pressure gauge and check if like air is moving as supposed to be moving, right? And then secondly, what we want to be doing is test it in its active state, meaning about a 12-volt battery, right? And we're gonna use that 12-volt battery to right now. That's much better, even though it's not like neat. It's much better. Hopefully, nothing falls. Okay, so back to business. So according to the diagram which I sketched, I'll show it up the video if you guys don't remember it. But like, yeah, this is how our wastegate looks like, right? And this silver part right here is called port 3. Now port 3 deals with like releasing the pressure, right, that comes from the turbo back into the engine, right? And then this is port 2, right? Now port 2, let me check. Yeah, port 2, right, is the vacuum out, right? So this one connects to the wastegate, right? So okay, this is port 2. Yes, it connects to the wastegate, right? So the reason why port 2, it's pretty tight, but it does go in. Let me just push it a bit further in. Yeah, I think this is decent, right? Okay, so you guys can't see much. Let me do this. Okay, so I'm gonna now pump some into this. Can you hear that? You hear that? So air is coming through waste to port 2, right? Meaning the off test is a success, right? And the pressure gauge is not doing anything. Like if I show you, check, yeah, like check this. I need multiple cameras. I need a main camera. I see I'm pumping it, and the gauge is not going up. So that's good. That's good. That is good. So now it's time for the. I think I should just leave this in, right? Because yeah, don't want to be still taking it out. Now it's time for the. Now it's time for the what you call the active actuated state, meaning like the active state. So this is a 12 volt sensor. I'm not sure if you can see. Can you see though? Right, you probably can't see it, but maybe I might just upload a picture of it. So this is a 12 volt sensor, right? Yeah. Okay, so it's 12 volt sensor. I mean 12 volt sensor. Now I got these batteries. Like I'm not sure if one is 12 volt or both of them combined make 12 volt, but likely I have this multimeter, right, which I'm gonna use to check. Let me just turn that into direct current. Yeah, let me check. So yeah, it's like 11. Yeah, 11. Yeah, so I think individually, so individually, they are 12 volts because on the multimeter it's giving me 11 volts, right? So because probably like resistance and you know how heat plays part of a resistance, so we get just like 11 volts initially instead of 12. I don't know, electrical engineering stuff, but okay. I got a wire such as this. I think this is enough for carrying the load, you know, the current. So what I'm gonna do is gonna use duct tape and connect it on both sides, right? Cause like I don't have any fancy gadgets. Like yeah, I tried as much as I can to like spend as little money as possible on this, you know, cause like it's December, right? And no one's get broke on December, you know. It's inside the coil or whatever they call it. So okay, you probably won't be able to hear it, but like I don't know. Okay, so I don't hear anything at all. So okay. Let me try this one more time. So because I need to hear a click, like from other videos I was watching, like the click was actually you could hear it. Let me try this. Okay, so I don't hear anything right? Which is worrying, but doesn't matter. Oh, this might just yeah, this is a big problem. But okay, let's use the multimeter. Let's check if it has resistance, right? So I'm just gonna use the multimeter, and I'll check if we're able to get resistance, right? So, yeah. Okay. Okay, so I get about peak resistance like 3. Yeah, 001. Yeah, that's the resistance. Okay, now let's check for continuity, right? So continuity just tells us if like all the electrical components in the sensor are still working and yeah, working as they should be, For example, there's no maybe a broken or cut copper in the whatever. I forgot what is inside this, but let's check. You hear that? So we know that. All the electrical components are intact. There's resistance. So now what could be gonna do that? Okay, alright guys, so I'm actually outside now. I'm gonna be doing with the Ford ST, but like I found some really concerning things on the sensor. So like we heading to the engine the engine bay, but like this time check, like you remember like I put a plastic paper here, right? And now it's gone. Like I don't know if it was the dog or somebody was like trying to test things out, but like it's crazy. So hopefully there's no wires that are broken, but like what I'm gonna do now is like put this back and test it, right? Yeah. Okay guys, so I think I might have found a problem with the turbocharged wastegate. So you won't see it now. Okay, let me see. Wait. Okay, you won't see it now, but actually I think the problem might have been with the sensor, right? So as you can see, like you see like now there are 2 pins in there, right? I'm gonna upload just an image where there was no pin. Like you see the pin here on the left side, the one that is I think is the negative terminal. Like the pin was like, for some reason this part of it was pulled out, because like I could see the pin here, and I was wondering why is it that this one, hold on, let us focus. I was wondering why is it that this one is more visible than that one, right? So I then pushed it in, and for some reason it low. So you know what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna try it again and see. Okay, now let's just read. See, I still get the engine light on, so whew. Yeah, okay, so let me just I need to connect the solenoid completely and then start the engine again so that the ECU can properly verify if there's still an electrical fault, right? Because right now the ECU still thinks that the problems with the solenoid, so I need to connect it again and yeah, and start it again. So let me just do that. Guys, you won't believe what I found. Check this. Okay, flash is on. Check. So this is the pipe. Pipe. Let me turn the flash so you can see it. So this is the pipe that connects to port 1, right? Check. You see on this side, when we were taking out, we didn't see shit, boy. But check. Hold on. Check. You see? You see there? It's been bitten off. Either by rats, but this can't be the dog because check this. You see, this means that like something with like small teeth was like digging. If it was a dog, like we would see the canines, and like a dog's bite is powerful, so this thing would be ripped out long time ago if this was the dog. So this has to be red, and this is what the tube that connects to port 1. Damn. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so let me just put you there. So yeah, like it's crazy out here, man. It's crazy. But like, I was hoping that this is the part of the episode where we finally like dial down on okay, solenoid is done, put it back in, let's see what's happening. I mean, like, if you just had if it was just like an electrical issue, like the pin, I'm just gonna start it, rerun it, and see what happens next. Now, instead of the problem, you know, disintegrating into this one focus point where we know exactly what we need to do, the problem just like broadened. Yes. So I think it's safe to end episode 4 here, right? And I need to think what's gonna happen next. But stay tuned because episode 5 might just come in, like come in.